Hey there, explorers. It's Jodie here from JMS Explore. Welcome again to my channel. We're exploring here at Beechworth Asylum in Australia. If you haven't been, you need to go. It's absolutely awesome. So I'm actually, it was like a riding trip with my friends. So we just had a little bit of a ride around the hospital and had some photos taken. But there's also photos I've included in this video of when I have been, which I went on a night tour there. So I'll just give you a little bit of information about it. The asylum was surrounded by almost 106 hectares of farmland, making the hospital self-sufficient with its own piggery, orchards, kitchen, gardens, fields, stable and a barn. For the recreation there, the asylum included tennis courts and an oval, and you could play cricket, and there was a kiosk and a theatre. So yeah, absolutely huge place. One of the distinctive features for the asylum is a wall that's called Ha Wall around the patient's courtyards. The Ha Wall consisted of a trench, one side which was vertical and faced with stone or bricks, and the other sloped. The other side's sloped and turfed. From the inside, the walls presented a tall face to the patients, but preventing them from escaping, while from outside the walls looked low. So it was pretty hard for them they couldn't dig out or anything like that. So the wall was pretty well deep underground. So the admission process to getting into this asylum were at the request of a friend or relative or an acquaintance with a medical certificate written by two medical practitioners. The method was amended by the Mental Health Act in 1959, which stated a person could be admitted upon the recommendation of the medical practitioner who had examined the person. So as soon as possible after the admission, the superintendent of the hospital was actually required to examine the patient and either approve the recommended admission or discharge the patient. So any lunatic person found wandering at large or not under proper care and control could be brought before the justice, who could order the person's removal to the asylum. The police were usually responsible for bringing the person before the two justices. So also any prisoner of the Crown thought to be a lunatic could be removed from a jail to an asylum by order of the Chief Secretary. What else can I tell you about this place? The grounds are just absolutely stunning. I'll get to that in a moment. The current use for the Beechworth Asylum was formerly owned by La Trobe University. So La Trobe sold the facility in 2013 to a local company composed of two Beechworth businessmen. The site is now being subdivided and either leased or sold to tourism and art-based businesses. Tours currently run through the facility to preserve and showcase the history and architecture. It's also a venue used for weddings is the chapel of the recreation. So to the west of the site, it was built in 1868 as the monetary for the complex and was converted to the chapel seen today in the 1960s. The gardens date back to the 19th century, so covering 11 hectares, and are open to the public from dawn to dusk. So you can go for a walk anytime, and just like me, I jumped on my motorbike with some friends, and we just rode around the grounds, which you can do, so you'll be able to see all the buildings from all the outside. Stop, jump out of the car or off your bike and stop and have a look at the beautiful gardens. So yeah, this is an absolute awesome, beautiful place to look at. Very sad for what did happen there, but I'm all about history. I love history, so I went there for that. There with the tours, you can have ghost tours or your history tours, so you can have day and night. I went on a night one. I really want to go on a day one where you can see more. So the night's more about being scared. So yeah, absolutely amazing.